They put a rule, you gotta play 65 games.
I agree.
When you have a regular job, bro, you miss 20% out of 365 days a year. You miss 20% of that, bro. You're getting fired.
Okay.
From your job.
Yeah. This is basketball.
But
this is basketball, like a different
bro.
Your body reacts different. It's not a 9 to 5,
bro. You gotta play the games, bro.
I disagree with that take.
Okay.
It's the timeout podcast.
What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of Timeout Podcast. It's your boy, as always, Nick J. We got Steve back with us. We're joined once again on my couch by my brother Noah. Welcome back on the set, Noah. Welcome back.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
And on Steve's couch, I think you guys remember this face. We got your guy back with us, man. Welcome back, brother.
My Luke guy, welcome.
It's time to push narratives.
100%. I got my paycheck
I'm not even
already.
gonna say propaganda because everything I'm gonna say is true.
Oh my gosh.
I believe everything.
When you see these two on episode, that's how you know we talking hoops, right? We talking hoops. We talking. It's getting to the crunch time of the season, right? The awards are starting to shape themselves. Like you just said, narratives are really starting to shape themselves, whether we like it or not. There's a lot of big time topics coming to the NBA, right? But to start it all off, we're gonna talk about the 65 game rule, right? So as you guys may or may not know, in the 82 game season, there's now a 65 game rule in which players to qualify for awards or All NBA, they need to play at least 65 of the 82 games, right? So obviously this was to stop tanking and to stop, all that type of stuff. But now there's the backside of it, in which we have a situation with a guy like Cade, who's basically been healthy all year for the number 1 seed Pistons. He gets a collapsed lung, basically gonna miss
maybe the rest of the season.
He's gonna miss the rest of the regular season, more than likely. And now that is potentially gonna take him out of All NBA / awards. This is a dude that, although he wasn't probably gonna win MVP, you could argue he was an MVP candidate. He had a case. For sure. He had a very 100%. Strong case. First team All NBA, but definitively second. Like minimum second team.
Yeah, for sure.
So
he was getting his money.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, he has his money already.
Sure.
But you get bonuses. But the thing is, how do we feel about the rule, right? Do we feel in a situation like this, maybe the rule is a little too strict? Does the rule need a little bit more context, right? But also, it's tough to say context because at the end of the day, people are voting. Context for me might not be context for you, For sure. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think the rule needs to be adjusted for Cade, or do you think we gotta just ride with it and Cade is out of luck?
Man, y'all want me to go first?
You can go first. You can go first.
I don't know how people are gonna like my opinion, but I guess you could call it, I'm a little old school. They gotta play the games, bro. They put a rule in, follow the rule, bro. And I understand, like, Cade wasn't the target for this rule, as in he wasn't like load managing, he wasn't taking random games off. You feel me? So honestly, I think this is one of those rules where it's just like, not to be like harsh, but it sucks to suck, bro. They put a rule, you gotta play 65 games.
I agree.
When you have a regular job, bro, you miss 20% out of 365 days a year. You miss 20% of that, bro. You're getting fired.
Okay.
From your job.
Yeah. This is basketball.
But
this is basketball, like a different
bro.
Your body reacts different. It's not a 9 to 5,
bro. You gotta play the games, bro.
I disagree with that take.
Okay, talk to me.
I don't approve it because, like, let's just say a guy like Jokic plays 62 games in the season. You're going to tell me that guy does not deserve an All NBA team, but someone else that doesn't even like meet what Jokic is to his team or the numbers that Jokic puts up gets a All NBA team?
My thing is, what I would argue is I don't know the exact number. I don't know if you guys know the number. I don't know the exact number of what Cade is going to miss in a row of this last stretch. But throughout the regular season, for the most part, he's been healthy, right? He's not a dude that like in October he's missing 2 games, in November he's missing 3 games, in December he's missing 4. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a situation where like all the numbers, you know, kind of just added up and it's like,
I'm gonna check.
Like this is a dude that's been relatively healthy.
He played 61 games in the
Like,
season.
come on, like
you're gonna tell me that he doesn't deserve to get all that.
I'm not saying. I'm not gonna sit here and say he doesn't deserve it.
like for me,
It's just unfortunate. And
That's what we're
it can't
saying,
be.
though.
But the point of the awards, is to you know, gives praise to greatness, right?
For sure.
The point of the award is not to like that's what I'm saying. Like we have logic as humans, right? Most people, not everybody has logic, right? But we have logic as humans, right? To understand context, to understand like you said, this rule wasn't for a dude like Cade.
Yeah,
well, you know, from what we've seen so far, right? So like we have to be able to have logic in a situation and be like, wait, no, like this is an anomaly. You know, like how does a guy like that not get it? I just feel like it's a crime. It's honestly a crime.
I have a little counter argument to you. Okay, so yeah, he gets a collapsed lung. Unfortunate, and they're talking about like his agent came out and said, "Yo, like let me." I saw it on First Take. What you call it?
Yeah, he was saying how that he was giving the argument. As to why
he deserves it, and like I'll just say, Cade deserves his money, MVP, like, you know, consideration, his first team all NBA. He deserves it. He's been a dog. But when you talk about like an exemption to that rule, it opens the floodgates to everybody.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
And that's where it can be too many gray areas to where like, you know, say like a person I wouldn't say SGA is a good example, but he had like a abdomen strain and stuff like that. If he missed too many games, I guess it's kind of in the same boat as Cade. Maybe he's not a good example, but
my thing is there's certain dudes though where it's like there's a difference between the fringe guys where it's like
yeah,
more or less we don't know, like depending on the vote. Like let's just say I don't know, a dude like Scotty Barnes. Let's just say right, Scotty Barnes is like. He could make it an All-NBA. He can make All-NBA 13, but he also like, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, right?
Yeah.
A dude like that is different than a dude like Cade, where it's like, you ask 10 out of 10 people, he's an All-NBA player.
100%.
For sure.
But like...
That matters though, I think, in terms of this. I think that matters in terms of like, you cannot tell me that a dude that like no person that knows basketball would argue this. You know what I'm saying? Like that would argue that Cade is an All-NBA player.
Yeah, nah.
If you want to add the injuries and stuff, so like let's just say Scotty Barnes, right? If you want to add injuries, you want to add, then it's when you add it up, it's kind of like, but Cade, you've been there from October to March consistently. You got them the 1 seed, all that. Like October to March is basically the season if you want to be for real.
Word.
Like
I agree with you there.
Especially if you're the number 1 seed.
Number 1 seed, like
that's your season.
I'm just saying, it's unfortunate. I mean, it. Like,
yeah.
You feel me?
Nah.
I think.
What do you think, Noah?
Wait. Can I just say this real quick? I do think that 65 might have been a little harsh off the rip. I think maybe you bring it down to like 60 to 62. But, yeah, I mean, they put a rule in. I just think you just follow the rule, bro. And like, it just sucks that it happened to him because he deserves it, but it just sucks, bro.
That can't.
All right.
Yeah, like let me just preface it by saying like I hate that this is also happening to Cade, but I have to side with our guy here. Like if we're just going off of just like history and numbers, correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, but cause you know you got your phone out or whatever, but like I don't think there hasn't been like any MVP or anybody that's like qualified for awards to have played less than like 65 games since like Bill Walton's MVP.
MVP, yeah.
MVP.
Yeah.
But all NBAs, there's been.
But even so,
that messes up with the legacy of a league.
Does it?
It does.
Really? I don't know, because my thing is just like,
but when you look back at his career, you're gonna look back like when you look back 5-10 years from now, when we're comparing resumes between him and Shea and Luka and all these dudes,
it messes up.
He's
your
missing a first team All NBA potentially that you can never get. Like now you can't get it back, but you're always
you're gonna miss one for sure.
Like, come on, man.
That affected my guy Luka last year. Huh?
I mean, rookie had it wasn't.
Bro,
it was an
Luka's
up and down
worse.
season.
It was an up
um,
and down year. That's not the same. Stop.
All right,
It
so
was.
let's go with
It was a very. No, it was a very tumultuous.
let's go with some awards real quick, right?
But
So-
he still had 28, 8, and 8.
All right.
Okay.
Third
So
seed
like,
in the West.
so like in 1978, let's say, right? Bill won MVP. He played 58 games, 58 out of the 40. I mean, out of the 82 games.
Yes, and then ever since then.
No, I'm just saying he played that. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that's part of legacy, right? Rookie of the year, Patrick Ewing, in 86, played 50 out of the 82 games. All right. Who couldn't qualify for that last year again? Rookie of the year, even though he was going crazy. Jared McCain was going crazy. But I'm just saying he didn't play enough games also.
But he missed a lot of games.
He missed too much.
He got injured in like January, though, to be fair.
yeah.
But like, it was a process of elimination though. Who else got injured after that? I feel like someone else got injured. Someone else got injured and Castle. No, yeah, and Castle got it. Let's say LaMelo Ball won Rookie of the Year. He only played 51 games when he won it.
Damn.
Kyrie won Rookie of the Year. Only won 51 games.
But there's also context to that. What was the rookies that year doing? What was like?
No, I
all
get that, but I'm just saying, but
matters.
that's still part of the legacy though. You only
Yeah.
played 51 out of 82 games and you won Rookie of the Year.
It's not only
But
rookie of the year is not a.
But that's what we be looking at.
But rookie of the year is not an award that's represented by winning.
It's not carrying the same weight as like a.
But I think
defensive player.
I don't fully like the rule. I think the rule could apply for maybe an MVP kind of thing with an All NBA teams. I think the numbers should be lower because ain't no way you're gonna tell me that if Jokic was to only play 63 games this year, he's not an All NBA player.
Like that would be crazy. That can't
I agree.
be what the league, because you also got to understand, like Steve was saying, like now you're gonna have a dude that the All NBA teams is gonna look a little kind of similar to the All Stars when dudes is not playing in the All Star game and shit. We getting a bunch of dudes.
Weird.
I ain't trying to say no names, but like you know what I'm saying. Like
You know exactly what name you want to say.
Who was the outlier this year? I
wonder
For what?
Norman Powell?
Norman Powell didn't get through, but he's gonna mention like, oh, LeBron didn't really deserve to get through. No, someone like Norman Powell.
Who didn't make it this year? Well, who was it?
Shengun didn't.
Şengün didn't make it.
Okay, but like
Şengün was kind of hurt.
I have beef with Şengün about my fantasy team, but we'll digress from that.
Like, I think it messes up. It also messes up the league with the money in the league, right? Certain players that are not going to get All NBA teams are about to get All NBA money now.
I'm gonna be
which
honest.
then the teams will have to then
I was
provide.
gonna get to that.
Get to
That helps the Pistons. They don't have to pay Cade yet. They can still add another piece.
Yeah, because fake
Cade's
like this
getting
is,
money.
helps them.
there's a problem. No, because
He has a good contract right now.
No, but the
though.
issue is as well. I think that after this year, this is a contract year for Duren, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Yeah,
like,
Durant will
Duren's
get
money's
paid,
about to go
but Cade was
Durant
gonna
might get at least a third team.
Cade was probably gonna get. I mean, I don't know the exact number, but probably like
Not yet.
close to 300.
Like it helps them out, but
You know what I'm saying?
it also messes up another organization though.
What organization gets messed up?
No, I'm just saying in general though, like someone's bound to get an All NBA team that probably we weren't even thinking about getting an All NBA team.
I guess, yeah.
And now their contract's about to jump like another like 20, 30, 40 mil.
No,
I'm just saying,
anybody that's
20,
getting
30, 40
All-NBA,
million.
You know, if
Yeah,
you
but
ever-
All NBA unlocks another thing in your contract. It brings your money
but
up. It brings
any
your
dude
value
that
up.
is potentially gonna get All NBA instead of Cade is an All NBA player, more or less.
Who was? Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Who was it?
It's still messes.
Paul
it's-
George now. Or was that
Paul George.
Did he make because he's making 60 million now?
No.
Or is that because of
saying-
Sinrai or
What I'm
Sinrai?
saying
let's
is,
just
I'm gonna
say
use
someone-
Scotty Barnes again, for example,
Okay,
with the year that Toronto's having. Scotty Barnes or BI, let's just say one of them, right?
Scotty Barnes to the Lakers though, for sure.
I'm saying like in a situation like that, maybe one of them wouldn't have gotten it, right? If Cade, because obviously
Yeah.
Cade, everybody kind of moves up a spot.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like either way, you kind of know if you have a guy that's gonna
but like if Scotty
this is
gets
not
it,
breaking news
but
to
like
a
if
team.
Scotty gets it though, with that now his money bumps up to like another. Let's just
But
say
you know that
another-
as an organization when you have a player of that level, like this.
Yeah, but
Scotty Barnes
but
having
then-
an All NBA year is
yeah,
not shocking.
but then me as an organization though, then therefore I gotta pay.
I think Scotty's a bad example because Scotty was going to make all defensive team regardless. So maybe somebody like
But who's?
I'm just saying a situation of a dude that is getting bumped up, maybe a Bam.
Yeah.
Bam might be a good example.
Or like a Sen. Is
Sengun's not getting
No, he's not getting. I think he missed too many games already.
He's not getting all. It's not about the game. He's not getting all of it. But he's a great player.
KD brought him.
Yeah.
KD did not. KD did not.
Yes.
KD don't elevate players like that.
Young talent that
KD don't elevate.
Hey Kevin, you make $60 million. You need to delete social media.
Yeah, I think
Only
so.
post about your lotion ads and sponsorships.
I'm happy, but that's a step in the right direction, though.
It's a
I'm
step
happy
in the
he's
right
doing
direction.
that, though.
I mean,
Yeah. Oh yes. Yo.
He's still a bad teammate, but
Lotion up, my brother. God bless him.
Props up.
I'm
But
glad
nah,
he got paid crazy for that too.
Yo,
Hey,
what?
man.
I think he's
great
$7
money.
no?
Great money.
I think it was like
for the ocean ad.
I thought it wasn't
I
Mel.
think it was like $2 million, bro.
Some
Or
shit.
something like that. For just a little like 30-second video, bro.
But
Just
he probably has some
finally
shares in the
moisturizing,
company.
bro. You feel
Probably got
me?
some shares though, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Oh, for sure.
But no, back to it again. It messes a lot of things up, and then especially with the legacy part of things. Let's just go on the legacy part of things. This might just be an All NBA that Kate don't get now. Now the next person that comes up is gonna have let's just say they're really healthy. They're like a McCall Bridges kind of player, right? Where they're always
speak like that.
huh?
McCall.
McHale, my bad. I apologize, Bridges. But let's just say a player like a Bridges comes through, right? Where he's like an Iron Man, plays all the games, but he's not really at the same level as Cade though. But he's able to play these games and like have some decent stats where enough he's able to get a third team All NBA.
But that's not the case, though.
That's
But I'm just saying,
That's
though.
not how that works.
But you know
If
what's
Cade misses
crazy?
first team, who's going to first team? Like
there's
Anthony Edwards is going to first
there's
team.
like a bunch
Or
of
you know what I'm
players
saying?
that
Like
we
it's
have a-
not.
Yeah, but then
McHale
okay, so let's
for that,
compare.
but
So then let's compare so then eventually down the line we're gonna compare Cade's history and Ant's history. Let's just say that Cade has had 3 or 4 seasons where he's like really first team. Ant has only like 2 really, but he gets bumped up to first team now because Cade's not able to make it now. Now Ant has 3.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I guess that messes up conversations, but that. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, is that
more
really
in the grand scheme
matter?
of greatness of conversations. Like,
But-
let's be for real. Like,
you have to factor in availability. I'm not gonna lie.
niggas,
Okay.
no, but like in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of conversations and shit, like niggas gonna know.
Okay, I
Like
think-
Yeah.
a 5-time, like let's just say, if we're arguing about 2 all-time greats, a 5-time first team All NBA versus a 4-time first team is not the end
That's-
all
that's-
be
yeah,
all.
yeah,
Like,
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
What
not-
about a 5-time All NBA player to a 2-time All NBA player? But
That's a big difference,
But that
though.
2-time All
That is a
NBA
big
player.
That's a big difference.
Wait,
That's a big
but that
difference.
2-time All NBA
Oh.
player is a player that we know is better than that.
How
guy
are you
that
not
got-
getting?
But
How are you
just
getting
wait,
3 less?
just wait, because you can't meet the 65 game.
That
threshold.
matters though. If it's happening multiple times, that's a different argument.
Yeah, like
that's not the
both.
same
True.
thing as it happening once or
5 to
twice.
2 is a big discrepancy.
5 to 2 is a big
That's
Okay,
3
difference.
so-
seasons.
okay.
That's 3
That's a
seasons.
different level. No,
Okay.
5 to 2 is
Wait
a
up.
different level
So
of player.
let's say I play 10 seasons. Each 10 seasons, I'm only to play 60 games, but I'm averaging 38 and like 6.
Sorry.
That's just indicative of your availability.
And then someone else is averaging 27, 5, and 4.
But they're playing 75 games.
Then they're playing 75 games.
Yeah, they're showing up.
What do you think, Steve?
Okay.
Are you gonna take the one who shows
I
up and the
guess-
one who doesn't show up?
I guess right there it would be like context matters.
No, but
Depends.
let's just say
But like,
a 5-time All NBA player versus a 2-time All NBA is not. That's not like
No,
there's
but
a
that-
reason for
but then-
there's usually
there's a reason
then-
why you're not.
Injuries are going to be part of it, though.
So you're not the same level as the player. At that point, if you're getting that many injuries that you have a 3 to 4 to 5-time difference in All NBA appearances. You're not in the same conversation anymore. As you're like honestly a 2-time All NBA dude
You're not in the
that
same
has
tier.
great. You're one of those like 2-time only. Like that's like
Damn, that
D
boy-
Rose. You know, you're in that conversation.
Like, if
you're
you're-
like the
type shit.
1, 2, 3 season wonder players like that kind of like
Type
you know.
shit, yeah.
You're not. Like Siakam, you know? Siakam, I don't know how many All NBA. Siakam probably has.
Who's a great example right now? It's on.
Of what? Like somebody that just has like
Yeah,
one or
like-
2 All
like,
NBA
you know what I'm
appearances?
saying?
Yo, let me see how many Siakam
Maybe
has.
Siakam. But
I would even say. I was gonna say it. I heard you say like Apollo Banchero, but
I don't
He's too young for me.
I don't think he's made.
I think he's garbage.
So
I think he's garbage.
No, he's not. Siakam is a 2-time All NBA player.
Banchero's
You know
not
what I'm saying?
garbage.
Banchero's not garbage. You can't.
Bro.
He's garbage.
Garbage, but he hasn't stepped.
He
hasn't stepped up,
bro.
He hasn't stepped up this season. He
He's
hasn't been
really
good this-
bad, bro.
He hasn't elevated.
He's
not
the
that bad.
definition of a volume like shooter.
He's
I
very
can't-
divisive. If anything else, I feel
Hopefully, he doesn't follow the path of Aaron Gordon.
I hope you realize he's like genuinely.
no.
He's no. Like he's genuinely like the worst.
Compare Paolo Banchero to Aaron
Say,
Gordon.
The start of their careers.
It's not the same
They're
thing.
not even the same. Like
with Orlando and stuff.
Was Aaron Gordon
Paolo
ever like
Banchero
a
took-
franchise?
Wait. Yo, Steve,
wait,
When
wait,
did
wait.
Gordon get drafted?
Huh?
Paolo Banchero.
Steve, Paolo Banchero, he took his team to the playoffs in his second season.
Yo,
Okay,
this dude just compared.
weak East.
Yo, this dude just
what?
compared
They
Paolo
lost in the
Banchero
first
to
round,
Aaron
right?
Gordon.
They lost in the first round.
You don't believe this shit you should be saying.
I'm just adding
Banchero was the
some-
first round pick, right? He was
He was the number one
first
pick.
pick.
He was the number one
Banchero's
pick.
nice, bro.
He won Rookie of the Year.
No.
He's nice.
Like he's.
Oh, he's year 4. Like, what are we talking about?
I'm telling
He's
you,
good,
that
but I just don't
care.
think. No, but like this, he didn't take a leap forward this season.
He needs to
That's
take
all I'm
another-
saying.
First of all, he started the year hurt. No,
Word.
did he not?
a little bit
Word.
though.
A bit.
Yeah.
I think.
He started the year hurt.
But he still hasn't.
But
he
yet,
still hasn't
But
looked
they
like
traded-
he's taken that
Orlando's
leap.
been good lately, though.
They traded first round picks.
four.
Desmond.
What does that have to do with? But Fawn's been out though.
Fran's been out.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is
Desmond is.
Okay, so then take
Short
over.
arm
This was supposed to be his team regardless.
But like,
Time
yeah,
out.
well,
The
he
East is
hasn't
good
unlocked
this year, though.
He hasn't unlocked that yet.
No,
he
The
hasn't
East is
unlocked
good this year, though.
Nah,
East is not good?
They was having their
He hasn't
fair share of,
unlocked
like,
that yet.
injury troubles though. I'm not gonna lie.
The East is not good this year.
It was.
I'm
It is
confused.
good this year.
It's gone
Like,
better.
what do
It's
we
gone
expect?
better.
The East is okay this
This is my
year.
thing. Like, are they under expectation? Like, what are they doing that's
Yes,
not?
they're under-
How are
that's
they
under-
under
that's
expectations
under-
without Fawn
Yes.
back
You
all
were-
year?
Yes.
This year? I would argue that
They're
like
the 8 seed. Everybody in
Like,
front
I'm
of
not
them.
saying that he's supposed to
They
be
would-
like.
they should be better than the Hawks, the Raptors,
How can you sit here and tell me that they should be better than the Raptors, though?
bro.
How?
Raptors have talent.
What?
Raptors have talent.
I'm talking about before the season.
Yeah, but
But
when
there's
they went to-
context to that.
you get Bi, you got Scotty, you got
RJ
RJ quickly on the team.
Bi was coming off of what kind of injury did he have?
Vi just got an.
he was
Vi's an
healthy.
all-star
He was-
this year.
he was
What? No.
healthy.
What I'm asking is
Bi
before
was
the
healthy.
season,
RJ was the one that was
what
injured.
injury did Bi have? Like we didn't know what type of
he
Bi
was-
we was gonna
nah,
get.
he was-
Stop.
nah, he
Nah,
was-
I'm not gonna lie.
Bro,
We know the kind of player that Bi
I think
is.
he tore his ACL or
No,
something.
he
like that.
Nah, he didn't.
We know what kind of player
Didn't he
Bi
miss
is.
all last season?
No, he can't. He
Bro, he
came towards
missed
the end
all-
of-
he
like,
missed
played for Toronto.
Look,
last
all
year.
I'm
of
saying,
last
though,
season, bro.
to close this out, right? To close this out, all I'm saying is, I just feel like there has to be context to everything, right? Rules can't be so strict like that where it's costing dudes that are obviously all NBA players or big time award winners. I think maybe for dudes that are on the fringe, right? That are fringe all NBA players, that are fringe, I don't know.
But the thing is, we
So
don't
what
know
do
how
you tell Joel
we don't know
Embiid?
how these voters will
Joel
go.
Embiid,
though.
no, Joel Embiid hasn't played enough though.
No,
But-
like we don't know how these voters go, but I think the rules.
So, but what I'm saying is a gray area is like, when do you start saying, oh, you've missed actually too many games? Like you shouldn't be in the conversation.
I would say for me, 55 and under, you definitely can't make it.
Okay, so what if Joel Embiid plays 52 games, 53 games?
I just told you
Too bad.
55 and
but
under.
he's looked like.
So
the
then,
best.
why don't you just make the minimum 55 games? Why do we have
Nah,
to
that's
do all
too-
that?
That's almost half the
Why do we have to do all
That's
that?
almost half the season though.
What if Joel Embiid comes next year, averages 34 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks, because he's done that before, and he only plays 54 games?
He's not doing that though.
50.
That's not this Joel.
What's
Not this version of Joel is doing that.
No, what do you mean? Joel is still.
I said that this version of Joel
Joel's
is doing
still
that.
nice.
What are you
No,
talking
he's
about?
still nice. I'm just saying
You
he's
know what Joel
not.
Embiid did yesterday?
I get that. But I'm just saying he's not
You
averaging
don't get
34
that.
for a season.
Why
What
not?
did you say?
He's not doing that, bro.
Okay, so
What's he averaging right now?
so you just have
28, 29?
I'm about to check for you.
Steve, I don't think you want. I understand he has been playing a lot of games, but Joel Embiid has been like.
I'm not saying
Anytime
like,
he gets on the court,
no, I understand how dominant he is.
you
I
know.
don't think he's
He's
another
averaging.
30.
Damn, he's averaging 27.
I don't think he has another 34.
Everybody was ruling him out
I
after
get.
last season.
I'm just saying.
only
I don't
playing
think he has
30
another
minutes.
34-point season in him.
All right. Okay.
But I think the NBA should probably. I think the 65 rule,
Bro,
should be. Wait,
would you have said that about Kawhi Leonard?
what?
That he wouldn't gonna be that he would qualify for these awards
How many
last
games
year?
is he at?
this season.
Yeah.
He's playing a lot this season. But I was gonna say that I think
You
the
can't
65.
you can't just put that on Joel Embiid though.
What?
like just say, oh, he'll never play this amount of games. I would have said the same thing about Kawhi.
No. I said points. Like I don't think he's I'm gonna average 34 points ever again. Or is it with the average 34
I disagree with that, but I mean, it looks like he won't.
He's in a different situation. It's not because of his talent. What you're trying to make it about his talent. It's not about his talent. But
I think the NBA, the 65 rule, I think should only apply for like MVP stuff. I think there should be a threshold for MVPs.
Kawhi's
if you want to be an MVP for the league, 50 at least
57.
Yeah. So 8 more games you be qualified.
Did you guys think that Kawhi before this year was going to be able to play 57?
He's definitely all NBA.
Oh no, for sure.
But,
hopefully, if he plays him, he has to keep playing.
But he's probably on track to do so. So
to keep it on, right? This big debate about the 65 game rule, and we were talking about whether MVP, All NBA, what is the threshold, right? Next up is the MVP conversation. And obviously it's March 26th and a lot is happening really fast. And like you said, your guy, narratives are changing.
Luka for MVP.
I'll start. Okay, so my personal pick for MVP this year was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it still is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. However, we're kind of at a bit of an issue right now because right now the Oklahoma City Thunder, they are still the 1 seed in the West. However, the San Antonio Spurs, they're only 2 games behind them. And so I do think that if we do lose that 1 seed, then that MVP is gone. I'm just going to be honest here. And not only do I think his MVP was gone, I think I see no reason for it not to go to Wemby at that point. Like, because I feel that for him to snatch that 1 seed away from the projected favorites of the season, if we're really being for real here. And plus, the San Antonio Spurs, you can arguably make the case like, yes, they drafted well. Yes, they have, like, Wemby has a good team around them, but like, you can arguably make a case that they might be slightly ahead of schedule with how good they are this year. Like, everybody knew that they were going to be good this year, but like, did we think that there was going to be like possibly like part of like the NBA finals matchup? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we all necessarily thought that. So I'm personally taking SGA as it currently stands, but he's on thin ice right now, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens. That's me.
Gaga.
I just want to say, Noah, that takes a lot of accountability because I know you. I'll get like calls at night after an Oklahoma City game, and he'll just be like, he'll have a Shea jersey on, be like, Shea Butter.
Hey.
And just bang the phone. You know what I'm saying? Just get his point across. I'm just like, all right, good shit. If I had a vote, I'm voting Luka Doncic on the Los Angeles Lakers. But I think I'm not delusional. All right. Right now, I think SGA is the MVP.
But you said you would vote for Luka.
Yeah, 100%.
So what is it then?
Like, if somebody told...
Can't have it both ways. No. I just want to be clear. Like,
so Luka will be your first vote, second vote will be Shea.
No,
yeah.
Said you would vote.
No, I just said first vote Luka.
Wait, hold on.
First place vote Luka.
You gotta let me explain. If somebody told me that they are voting like SGA MVP, I'm like, all right.
No. If I asked you today, who is your MVP as of right now? Who's your MVP?
Oh, Luka Doncic from the Los Angeles Lakers, number 77. Without hesitation.
Birthplace?
Excuse me?
Birthplace?
Slovenia.
Okay.
Used to reside in Dallas. Unfortunately.
Did you know that?
Unfortunately.
Did you know where he was from?
No.
Don't say no.
No, did you?
I knew where the guy was from.
But
question is that?
You know what I'm saying? I think that should I just say my case for Luka Doncic? I'm gonna say my case for Luka Doncic.
The money's in your pocket already, bro.
So
just speak your case.
Let's really like, talk about this. All right. Luka Doncic stats right now. 33.6 points per game. Number 1 in the league. 7.8 rebounds a game. Number 1 in the league amongst guards. 8.3 assists. That's 3rd in the NBA for assists. I mean, and he averages 1.5 steals a game. Guys, there's quite literally, like, he does everything on the floor, and I just feel like people are just...
No, he doesn't do everything on the floor.
Hold on.
You know what he doesn't do. He doesn't guard nobody.
Lately, he has.
That's just not true.
Lately,
that
yeah.
just tells me that you don't watch.
Lately,
But
he has.
what I will say is he stepped it up recently. Before, what I really think is that because he's a guard, and this is why I kind of don't like the Luka versus Jokic thing, because they're basically the same. I think they're basically the same player, except one 7 foot and one 6'8".
But when you're a certain size, you have a certain responsibility.
Word? Yeah.
It's just what it is.
Yeah, Jokic doesn't like rim protect at all. But you know what I'm saying? When they both have the same like defensive liabilities, it's just that Luka, when he gets like first off, he does play for Lakers, so every loss is magnified times 30. It's just that simple. And he plays with LeBron. They're literally the two biggest stars in the NBA. Play for the same team. They're under the biggest microscope ever. And when Luka, like, he gets put on like islands, so his defensive lowlights are like very low. Like they're very low. Well, with somebody like Jokic, it's kind of like just hidden a little bit, or it's just not talked about because he's on Denver. What's the fuck about Denver for real? You know what I'm saying? Even though Denver's a great team, you feel me? But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Luka is the best offensive player in this league by far.
I don't think an offensive player of the year.
I don't really care what you guys have to say.
Huh?
When you talk about his defense, I can hear your arguments.
I don't think we need an offensive player of the year in the NBA. I don't think so.
There isn't one?
No,
That's not one of the the awards.
Never.
Okay.
Not very crazy.
Clutch player of the year,
Clutch player, he's winning that one.
Nah.
No, he's not.
She's getting that one.
Clutch.
Yeah.
The Lakers
I probably would have thought Ant.
The Lakers are the most clutch team in the NBA.
That is true. That's another kid.
How's that not?
And
How?
in clutch.
No, Shay does actually.
I think it is actually not.
Okay.
She's
But,
been hooping, so I can't.
I
when
know
someone
early
tells
in the
me-
season, Ant was really up
Yeah.
there.
Nah, it was definitely him, but SGA turned like that one Nuggets game was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Fucked up my parlay. I was sick. But like, he kept making threes. And I was like, damn, yo, that nigga, he's cold, bro. So, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Still, fuck OKC though.
Fuck you too.
As of right now, I think it's still Shea. But what I have a question about is, when did Wemby leapfrog all these other guys?
Yeah.
Honestly, Wemby just had a press conference and now they're just
and not
second place.
everyone think about him being
He
second place.
deadass just said, yo, I need
ain't
to be in
no
this
way.
conversation. And they put him in the
How he
conversation.
jumped Jokic?
Ain't no way he jumped Jokic.
Well,
No. Jokic put up crazy numbers.
The
Jokic-
value.
No. But listen, like, with Jokic's numbers, he's been turning the ball over a lot.
I get that. But the value of Jokic on that
lot.
team.
And
Wait, time out.
that was due because of the Lakers
Time out.
defense.
Time out.
Lakers defense made him turn the ball over.
Wait, no,
10
I get
times.
that.
Dab me up for that.
We play good
Lakers defense.
Oh, we're gonna discuss that properly. But my thing is this though. Take Wemby, put him on Denver. Take Jokic, put him on the Spurs. You think Wemby can lead that Denver team like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the Denver team? They're like they have a good solid team. They're like what?
They have a
I wouldn't
great
be the
team.
seed. You don't think Wemby could be the 4th, 5th seed?
I don't think Wemby can pass the ball as good as Jokic.
That wasn't the question. You're not asking. The question wasn't who's a better basketball player. The question
That's gonna be the role.
Your
But
question
that's
was-
gonna be the role that Wemby will have to.
No, it's not. If it's
They have
every
Jamal
player is
Murray.
different.
Nah.
Jamal Murray.
I think that's the role that
Jamal
Wemby's
Murray-
gonna have to do.
Jamal Murray and
But
Wemby's a
that's-
different type of. Jokic is the best passing big man ever. If Jokic is not in the offense, it's a different type of offense.
They would completely change.
They would
Are you
completely
asking
change.
Wemby to play
Their level
Jokic's role?
drop.
Like,
No, you're trying to make it. You're just trying to say Wemby's not the passer. Sure, but that doesn't mean that he can't
He's
lead
not
them.
the player that Jokic is.
But that wasn't your question. Your question was
You're trying to-
leading them.
I
You're trying to
apologize.
I can't stand behind.
You're trying to
this,
fit
bro.
him into
I
Jokic's
apologize,
role,
but
they
yeah,
two-
but
they're two
my
different
thing is still
players.
though. I still don't think Wemby is top 2 in MVP. Within the MVP race, I think it's still Shea. If let's just say the Spurs was to leapfrog OKC, I still don't think Wemby gets it or should even get it.
Hard disagree, brother.
I still
That
don't
guy
think so.
defensively is like
he's single-handedly like transforms that San Antonio defense.
Okay, defensive player of the year.
You're not,
Okay, wait.
bro.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
He's
Okay.
averaging 25 and like.
yes, he's also shouldering a lot of offensive responsibility.
he's averaging
as well,
25 and
right?
11. He doesn't even play 30 minutes yet.
and averaging about like 3 or 4. Like
Okay.
how many?
And he averages 4 blocks.
Okay,
You
3.
can't like
3.
like I don't like it, but you can't
He's
just
not-
ignore
he's not
4
top two.
blocks, and that
He's not
doesn't
top two.
account
For
to-
the challenge, the contest.
But like you're driving into the paint,
yeah,
and then he's right here. You're not, dude, bro. The amount of times that people
he has to
pick
do
up their
is
dribble,
do that.
pass it out, go back onto the 3-point line to reset
Like-
the offense because of him.
Remember the argument that Harden was having with Giannis about
skill.
skill and about how
He just dunks.
yeah.
He
Like,
shoots like 8 threes a
If
game.
a guy
bro.
is 7,
Wemby has skill though.
no,
Wemby doesn't just.
not like that. I'm talking
That's
about,
what makes him
I'm talking about-
crazy.
I'm talking about if a guy is 7'3" and he's blocking a guard who's 6.
Bro, he blocks
4, 6,
everybody.
Well,
I'm just saying
There's
though.
also been plenty of good centers there's also been plenty of tall centers though. Why isn't everybody doing it? Taco Fall's
centers like who?
Fall's out there. He's out the NBA.
What's Bobo doing right
He's
now?
not as mobile as he's not mobile.
Bobo.
Bobo talked to Shaq about that one. I'm just saying. Shaq said that Bobo had the talent, had the everything, and just wasn't given
Wemby-
opportunities.
He was his son's man.
No, I'm just saying, like Bobo wasn't given opportunities like that within the league. That's Shaq's.
He wasn't given opportunities, or was he lazy?
Yeah,
he
he's
wasn't
a-
given opportunities. I don't.
Nah.
I can't judge his laziness or not.
Yeah,
I wasn't at
think he had the
practices with
opportunities,
them.
bro. I think he had.
I
the
wasn't at
opportunities.
practices with him like that, so I can't judge the laziness part. But all I know is, Wemby is still not top. I don't even think he's top 3. I think Luka's top 3.
You're crazy.
I don't think Wemby's top 3.
I think the top 3 for sure is Luka, SGA, Wemby, and whatever order you put it in.
No.
I can't really
You
be
can't
mad at
say-
that.
How is Luka
You can't
above
say Luka,
Jokic?
not say.
Are you
Jokic.
kidding, bro? What the hell are you talking about?
Luka
Since you-
above
can't-
Jokic.
you
Okay,
can't
okay,
just
okay,
turn
okay,
it
okay.
to-
So
you can't
let's
just
really talk about
Jokic
it.
is one of the
Let's
biggest-
really talk about
Just
it.
look at those standings
No.
and be like,
No.
oh yeah, just because the Lakers.
The Lakers are the 3 seed, and the expectations for the Lakers this year were playing.
So in that point, then Jaylen Brown
we're the
is
3 seed?
That's your argument. Jaylen Brown should be the MVP.
Eastern Conference is not a real place, but I digress.
Bro,
That's what I think. That's what I think.
This is my take. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not trying to sound like a hater. You know? But this is my honest opinion. I feel like Luka's not top 3. This is why I think that. I think the top 3 is Shea, Jokic.
We're still talking about Nikola Jokic, bro. We're still on that.
Jokic and Luka.
Whether you like it or not, bro,
Like,
Jokic is.
I'm not even like, bro, come on. Like, what are we going to argue? The dude puts up, like, his triple doubles aren't even 10 and 10. These shits is like 15 and 15. Like,
word?
Like, this is not normal. You know what I'm saying? So,
And he's still scoring
yeah,
crazy. And his
it's
efficiency
another
is-
level. It's
the
another
efficiency
So
is also
I'm looking
crazy.
right now is 29, 14, and 9 against the Memphis Grizzlies
Wait, what?
with 10 turnovers with an L.
Okay.
That's what I'm
You're looking at one game?
Yes, I'm looking at these losses. Oh,
You're looking at all his losses.
I don't think we should.
yeah, I'm looking at some losses right now.
You're
24, 16, and
You're
15
looking at losses, bro.
with 5 turnovers.
you just openly
on
admitted
Nikola
that you're looking
Jokic.
at his losses. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Okay, like while I do think
You don't
he
have
does turn
to
the ball
hate
over a
Gaga.
lot,
You
I
don't
think
have
that's
to
a
hate
hate
on it.
more-
Okay.
You don't have
Before
to
the
hate.
season, I had the Nuggets as like the 2 seed.
half
OKC
the team's been
Nuggets.
injured like the whole year. Dead ass.
There's been injuries on that team, bro.
Okay, the Lakers haven't experienced injuries. A little bit LeBron and
Denver has had more than the Lakers.
I agree with that.
Bro, he's averaging 28, 13, and 11, basically.
You got to win games. That's what y'all were telling me.
28,
That's what
13,
y'all were
and
telling
11.
me in 2024.
Honestly, I think
On
it's Shea. This is my thing.
57%
Shea,
shooting.
I don't think Shea's lost it yet. I think it's starting to get.
No, it's getting up there.
It's getting
Yeah,
hot.
It's getting scary.
But this is what I would say though. I think Shea's 1. I think Jokic is 2, but I don't think Jokic is gonna finish 2. I think Jokic is gonna finish like 3 or 4.
okay.
But I think Jokic is 2 right now. Cause like everybody's talking about Shea, everybody's talking about Wemby, but they're not really talking about Jokic, which is what makes me think the voters aren't gonna really. And he already has his 3. They're not gonna.
Yeah. The fatigue is definitely showing for Jokic.
The fatigue
right
is here for Jokic because honestly, he's been. But
Even
I
last
think it's
season.
Shea more or less consistently. Throughout the year, he's been the guy, and I feel like one thing I respect about Shea, I like how all the big time matchups he always steps up. I can give him credit for
Yeah.
that. Any superstar matchup he gets, he always comes to play. Anyone. So it's like,
I don't know. Those 3 losses versus the Spurs might say otherwise, but
this is my only.
his team's been injured and he showed up though.
Like he hasn't really had Hardenstein like that this season. He hasn't had J-Dubs like that.
Okay,
this
yeah,
season.
that's
but, like,
fair.
We know, we know how valuable
he's been
those
like
two
injured.
were.
Like
Chet
all
is still a
those
third
guys.
option.
They still the one seed in the West.
That not
So he's able
that's
to
why
carry. At least he's able to carry. At least
I gotta
for
tip
that.
my hat to him.
That's the thing. Like, honestly, with this OKC team this year, with the combined amount of games missed, I'm pretty sure they might be like number 1 or number 2 in the league right now with how many games missed.
I think they're
across
like
their players in one night.
I think it's
The
like
starting 5.
top 3 for sure.
No, they're
I'm
tired.
saying, like,
I think
at
it's
least
top
the
3
starting
for
5,
sure
I'm
with
saying.
him, the Nuggets, and I think I'm forgetting the other team.
Maybe the Grizzlies. I think it's the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Grizzlies. Yeah.
Let's not talk about.
But I
that,
think
right?
honestly, if I'm being totally honest with you, like I think Luka's honestly having a great year. He actually is. Like especially the last month or so, he's been hooping. But if I'm being honest, I don't have him above Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown's had a better year.
That's fine.
I think Jaylen
rage
Brown for
baiting,
me, if I'm being honest with you, like
The rage bait.
this is our.
I think that's fine. But
I think Jaylen Brown is having the equivalent to like. Do you remember back in the 90s when Jordan retired and Pippen had his like MVP? Like he didn't win it, but he had an MVP type year.
type shit.
This is I think this is the equivalent of that. Like the dude that was always in the shadow.
Word.
He's starting to get, his awards and stuff with the Finals MVP, Eastern Conference Finals, all that stuff, All-Star appearances, all that stuff. Now he gets that year to be, the guy. And like, guys,
He's shown out. He's shown out.
listen,
like-
He's shown out crazy.
like he's not, and this is my thing with that, right? Like, if you want to talk stats, like the NBA has changed so much now where like stats is really not the prime indicator. If you want to look at stats, Luka and Jokic have better stats than Shea. Shea doesn't feel the stat sheet
100%.
like Luka and Jokic consistently,
yeah,
right? So we gotta have logic. We gotta have context of what the team has been through, what the team's going through, how you're stepping up for your team every day. Jaylen Brown, the numbers not gonna like if you look at his numbers versus Luka Doncic's numbers, you're not. If you had 2 blank names with those stat lines, you would easily take Luka every time.
I'm
But
still taking
there's a
Luka every
lot
time.
more to it with Jaylen Brown. If I'm being honest, Jaylen Brown, like, bro, he's been crazy. Like, you honestly, other than if somebody had Jaylen Brown second, I would not even hate on it. Honestly, that's how crazy of a year I think he's had.
But you know what's crazy though?
Third.
Is
No, I think
this-
no
I still
second.
think
I think-
Jokic is
No,
like. I still
I
think
don't
Jokic
think
is
that.
number 2.
I do think that like this MVP race is genuinely crazy.
Yeah.
Like there's legitimately 5-6 guys, if Cade was still there, that actually have like good arguments.
Yeah, I think it's closer now compared to what we were.
It's
halfway
actually,
through the
I don't know if
season.
there's been an MVP race like this.
In a while.
This close.
Yeah, bro.
Well, with these many people, no. The last one was probably
There's dead ass 5 people who's just been
There's one
hooping,
probably it was Jokic,
and like a
Shea,
tier
and
above.
Giannis.
The
They're dead a tier
2024
above the
one
rest.
when,
too.
Jokic, Shea, Giannis.
Yeah. I think Luka came in third place that year. Actually, when
What
Jokic
year?
won his third, when 2024, when Jokic won his
Luka
third
played. He plays.
But if
third.
I'm not mistaken, that year, like, we kind of knew Luka wasn't gonna win it though.
Yeah, we knew that Jokic was.
I
gonna win,
mean,
think.
yeah, but
I think we
you
know.
know,
This one, like, you really like. Obviously, if it ended today, you would say. I think most people would say Shea, but because of the trajectory of how the season's going, I think a lot of people might have different answers. Like that, I feel like people still kind of had the same. Like,
What are you talking about?
This 2024 year.
the
The 2024 year after that
Honestly-
postseason, Luka should have won that.
Honestly,
MVP.
no.
It's
I
not
don't
a
think-
postseason
honestly,
award.
Okay, but
Honestly, I
Luka
think
fans making up
Jokic's
shit.
numbers were just crazy.
honestly, I actually think that
Luka's
year-
numbers were better.
Jokic is
Okay,
No,
honestly,
they weren't. Luka's numbers were better.
So I'm not gonna lie, but if we're-
33. No, he averaged 34, 9, and 9.
Boy, remember
34, 9, and 9.
hold on,
What did
hold on,
Jokic average?
Hold on,
I think he averaged
25.
20. It was like
It was
24,
like 29
12, and 10,
20,
or 9. It was like 24, 12, and 9.
23, 24, 24, 25.
23, 24. 23,
26, 12, and 9.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna-
Luka Doncic,
On 58%.
34,
58%.
9, and 9. And Luka had that on 49% shooting. Luka's a guard.
But the Nuggets were also the 2 seed. No, they were tied for the 1st seed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a
But
okay, but Luka
Dallas was
had
7
50
games-
wins too.
Dallas was 7 games back in them though.
That's a lot of games.
I mean, that's why he won the
But yeah,
award.
I
disagree with it.
I know you-
but this is what I want to talk about. I thought MVP was an individual award.
Yeah, but you
why do
still
we have
gotta
to?
have some
Why do
team
we have to
success.
bring? Okay, but we have to bring context in that team into that too. Like with the Lakers this year, I think we can all agree that the Lakers roster is not very good
No, it should.
at all
Well, I think
to what it needs to be. And Luka is still doing and he's willing them into the third seed. Why is that not a conversation?
I think at first it
It's
was
not that
because
it's not.
people didn't know what the roles were on the Lakers. I think recently they figured out the roles and what
It just took
niggas
longer.
need to do.
It took longer than expected.
Yeah, but I think they just
Or
figured out
is
the
it
roles,
because
which I
Luka
think
started
makes them
averaging
a decent team.
41 points in the fucking month?
Yeah, but then that's also because now
LeBron took
LeBron's
the
like, I'm
backseat.
taking less shots. AR is like, I'm taking less shots. Aiden now is
He
like,
needed to
okay.
take a backseat role, bro. He's 41 years
But
old.
that's
I know,
the
but that's the
context.
context, though. You ask for context.
Yeah.
For the
and then
context.
the MVP starts performing.
But he should have
yo 40.
But this wasn't the situation all year.
I'm a big
40,
Luka
bro.
fan. There was a stretch in the beginning of the season where he's not doing much. Yes, he's
Empty
scoring.
stats.
He's scoring enough.
Empty?
He's scoring
Yeah.
enough, but he's not sliding his feet. He's forcing turnovers, putting up bad shots, putting some crazy
Not
wild
forcing
shots.
turnovers. He has turnovers. Forcing
Yeah,
turnovers.
well, my bad. Yeah, he has turnovers. And like he wasn't sliding his feet like that. Recently, he's been sliding his feet. He's been getting a lot of steals. I think one game he had like what,
I
5 or
just think
6
for me,
steals.
Lucas, it's too little, too late. That's why. Like,
Well, it's
I
not
get it.
little.
It's
It's not.
too late.
It's not.
No, it's too
Because
late.
guess what?
too
65
late.
game rule.
Yo,
It's too late.
These players haven't hit 65 games
Lucas
yet.
not gonna get it.
You're saying these players haven't reached
hold
65
on.
games yet.
I think
Because
if
y'all
Luka
are being
picked it
numb
up-
to this.
if
Y'all are
Luka
numb
picked it
to
up
this.
like February, I think he
That'd
would
be a
have.
bigger argument.
I think he would. I think it's too
Yo,
late
okay, but can I just
because
read you off
even Luka
something?
picking it up, like if I'm being honest with you, there was a gap between him and like Shea, for example, a gap. So even Luka picking it up
because SGA's
well-
team is unbelievable. It's
SGA had injuries the whole
unbelievable.
He's had
year.
injuries the whole year though.
and he should have one
And like,
seed.
Bro,
the
there's-
gap.
Most of the year he was the one seed with a gap too,
Okay, word. They had the best start damn near ever.
and they were injured.
And I'm not saying that SGA doesn't deserve an MVP. First off, Luka was hurt in February, but
How much they paid you, bro?
no, they don't.
Are
they
you
don't
part
have
of
to
the
pay me
Luka Doncic
anything.
fan club?
I just don't like seeing greatness just jet ass be taken for granted.
It's not being.
It's not.
It's not.
Well,
He's a
No.
generational player.
That's what you're. No, you guys
We've
are telling
seen
me.
that before. We're gonna see that in the future. Like, you know,
Like,
what I'm
we already
saying?
know
Like,
he's
why
a
we have
Hall
to
of
Okay,
start
so
to-
Cole-
not
He's
really
a generational player. We're not,
So-
but like, you're also comparing him to generational players. Like,
Okay,
He's a generational
but can I just read off? So
He's a generational player.
Yeah.
Jokic is a generational
so I just
player
want to say
Wemby.
44, 9, and 7.
for the month of March.
No. Hold on. I'm reading individual games right now. So March 6th versus the Pacers, 44 points, 9 rebounds, 7 made threes, 5 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks actually. Nice.
did you read me the whole stat? All right.
Yes, I did. And then against the Knicks, 35 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists.
Did he win?
Yes, he did.
Can you, like,
And then against Minnesota.
can you actually like preface that like whether or not they like won or lost? 'Cause, like,
Okay,
How many games are you reading though?
keep it consistent, man.
How many
I'm
games are
gonna
you
read
reading?
off. I'm gonna read off some March. 31 point triple double against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You point-
against your team,
Right. Yeah,
and we won. And
I'm
what
an
did you do?
Anthony Edwards fan. I'm not a-
Anthony Edwards dropped 14 points, shot 2 for 15.
But
from
we're
the
not
field.
arguing that Anthony Edwards is MVP though.
I'm just pointing out.
so
I'm just pointing out
back to
what's
topic.
going on.
You don't gotta list March.
51 point triple double against the Bulls.
Back to
Then he goes 30 point triple double against the Denver Nuggets.
to stay on topic.
Then 36 points against
Bro, how
Houston,
much are they
and
paying
then
you,
a
bro?
40
You're
ball
losing the argument, bro.
against
You're
Houston.
losing the argument.
and then 60 off a back to back in Miami
You're losing the
on the
argument.
person who scored 80 points.
Like shit like this makes niggas
83.
don't forget
it
the
goes-
league as a joke.
It goes Wilt,
83.
Bam, Kobe.
83.
You can't forget that. It goes Wilt, Bam,
Stop.
Kobe.
All right,
Luka
we're not
needs
doing
to
that.
change. Luka needs to change.
We're not
Don't
doing
get
that.
mad
We're
at
not
me.
doing that.
Damn,
We're not
Kobe.
getting mad at me. We're not doing
Luka
that.
needs to change
Can't
that.
get mad at me.
Luka
We're not
needs
doing
to
that.
change
Get mad at
that.
the numbers. Don't get mad at us.
It
Luka
goes
needs to
Wilt,
bring-
Bam, Kobe.
We're not
It goes
doing that.
Wilt,
Luka
Bam,
needs to bring
Kobe.
some pride
We're not
back to
doing
the
that.
Lakers.
Now you
man.
can get mad at me.
Bam,
That's
I'm ready
Kobe.
for Luka to break that
Luka
shit.
needs to break it.
Yeah.
Nah,
Someone needs to break. Someone
He
needs
will.
to
Especially
break
he's on the
it.
Lakers. Fuck it. I'll take
Yeah.
it. I'll take
Someone
it.
will take it.
85.
That ass.
85 point game is
Damn.
coming.
Wait up,
Kobe.
but okay, back on
85.
topic though. I mean, they got the Wizards coming up.
Oh
And
shit.
the Lakers got the Wizards
At home?
coming up. At home. In
Oh
LA.
yeah. No, he might try to go for it.
Nah, he's sitting out. We're load managing.
Oh,
He
you got the word?
he just got questionable for a hamstring.
Oh, yeah,
got
for
the call?
tomorrow.
So with the MVP race, what I will say right now, I think is 100%. The MVP race will come down to Luka and Shea because we have 2 games. We have 2 games left versus OKC.
That's gonna be big. Yeah. That is, I agree. That's gonna be big.
I think whoever wins those games gets MVP.
If they split, it goes to Shea.
Yeah. If it splits, it goes to Shea. Luka would have to win both of the games.
The top
Yeah, I
play
agree.
well.
If he wins both the games, this is a conversation.
One of the stuff for Wemby is the fact that he beat Shea
I agree.
3 times out of 4.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's true.
I agree.
So the same thing should be in play for other players.
We'll see when Luka drops a 30.
But-
I'd say 35-point triple double
Yeah, but like once again,
in one of the games, and then he goes for like 30.
if it wasn't
but
for that
great
press
efficiency,
conference that
you
Wemby
win.
did, I don't know when that jump happened.
That ass.
Wait. Say that again.
When that jump from Wemby not even like being talked about for MVP,
He was always being talked about. He was always
not really.
he was always floating.
he
on that
wasn't.
top five.
He was-
floating,
he was
but not-
always
but not-
top
but not-
five.
He was
not-
floating on that top
But
five.
But
niggas
then-
pushed him to like 3-2.
But the Spurs went like 25-2.
Yeah, they also been winning game. They've been going crazy.
Bro, do you know how
understand
how you have to win to catch OKC?
Yeah, that's
They're
like
2 games behind.
They had
OKC.
like a
I just don't.
15.
It's not
game
far
lead
fetched like
on
a
everything, bro.
I understand.
yeah, but that to be 2 games back that is true. That's
I
true.
understand that, but
You can't say you understand that.
I
because
still
you
don't
don't.
see
You don't.
Wemby as.
You're crazy.
But to lastly, right? Wait, before I get to the last topic. Top 3 MVPs right now. Top 3 MVP contenders right now. Quick hitters. Who's your top 3 MVP contender?
I'll have SGA, Luka, then Wemby.
SGA, Luka, then Wemby.
SGA, Jokic, and Luka.
Shavante, Wemby, and Luka.
I'm gonna go Shea, Jokic. I'm gonna go Shea, Jokic, Wemby.
He did that to spite me. He looked me right in the eye. All right, word.
But you wait.
Then
you
Jaylen
don't
Brown.
have Jokic.
Then Jaylen Brown. Oh my!
You don't have
God.
Jokic as a top 3.
That
No,
doesn't
no.
make no sense.
No, I don't.
That doesn't make no sense. But okay,
He was just a 6 seed yesterday. But I mean, whatever.
and he could be like a 3 seed tomorrow. Okay.
No. The Lakers are the 3rd seed,
Whatever.
and,
Okay.
and we're staying there.
All right.
All right.
You better hope
Shit,
you don't
I'm
get
No, we
Jokic.
No, they're
We
staying
are.
this.
I would
we're
love
not
to
gonna
see.
get Jokic.
I would
We're
love
gonna
to
get
see Denver
Minnesota
in the playoffs. Actually, no, I'm
Minnesota.
chatting.
Minnesota first.
But lastly,
Minnesota
right?
first.
We're talking all this about the players, all of this rah. Obviously, it's that time of year we got to figure out who are the contenders, right? I think the contenders are starting to rise. The pretenders are starting to fade away. Obviously, with the Cade situation, we don't know when he's coming back, right? So the East potentially becomes even crazy. As Cade goes away, Tatum comes back and he actually looks good, for example, right? Or in the West, in the East still, we got, whether you like it or not, Noah, the Cavs look good. Whether you like it or not.
James
right?
Harden, blame him, man. I don't know what to say.
Well, whether you like it or not, the Cavs look good. The Knicks, the Celtics, right? If you want to be for real, don't let the Sixers get healthy.
Not even
Don't let
that.
it happen, bro.
I was scared of I'd be more scared of the Hawks.
What?
The Hawks.
Yo, I might have to tell you to go to hell.
The Hawks.
What are you talking about?
The Hawks should I will be scared to face the Hawks. If I'm a top team in
What?
the East, I'll be scared to face the Hawks.
Why?
What
exactly?
team?
No. Why? Why?
Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson.
Wait. Who's on the Hawks?
My bad. Jalen Johnson. I apologize.
This is who we're talking basketball. with.
Jalen Johnson. I messed up the name, but you guys knew what I was talking about. I just messed up the name.
Dog.
Jalen Johnson.
I'm like thinking about it.
I'm like, did I have too much Moscato, bro?
Jalen
Who
Johnson.
we're talking basketball with.
Jalen Johnson. They've been on the streak too. They've been hot.
They were on
I
a
think
15-game win streak, but they quite literally played nobody over 500. Like quite literally.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel
they're
like a
a
lot
decent team to be.
I'm not gonna
Nah, I
lie.
would not
Okay,
wanna play.
They're solid.
You're
But
gonna-
I mean, I don't know if a top team should be shook of them for real. I don't.
So I would say I do think that with the East though, like I agree with like the contenders that you did state minus Hawks. I don't give a shit about the Hawks. To be honest with you here, they're not making no run.
Okay.
But the only thing is, I will say, I do think that to me, I would probably take Boston as the one to come out of the East, only just because like. Listen,
that's
I
fair.
like that. I like that Detroit team. I really love the story behind them. They're a good constructed team, but like, I don't. the offense is not consistent enough outside of Cade, and I just don't think he'll be able to shoulder that load.
I don't know. I don't know if you can say that fully because they've been actually winning games still without
they've
Cade.
been playing very well.
No,
Jenkins have stepped up. Jalen Duren have stepped
Yeah,
up.
but
Scoring.
4 games in the playoffs is not. It's not.
I understand
Yeah,
that.
playoffs
but I'm just
definitely
saying,
different.
though, if these
I'm
guys
not-
are able to
Playoffs is not the same.
I
thing.
understand that once again, but if these guys are able to do this without Cade right now,
Playoffs
that's gonna
not the same thing.
It's gonna boost their
Who are they
confidence.
playing?
So in the
Who have they been
playoffs,
playing during the
they
stretch,
faced
though?
the Lakers the other day, and
They beat the Lakers.
they still beat the Lakers.
It's the NBA.
And the Lakers were all hot.
It was
they broke
a
their streak.
3-point win.
Yeah, it's still a tough win though. Still,
I mean,
the
the Lakers are bound to like slow.
you were
down
able
a
to
little
score
bit.
and you were
They
able
like
to play defense.
10
They're
games
able to
in a
do
row.
everything.
Like, let's be for real. If let's just say if the Pistons, let's just say we don't know what's gonna happen with Cade, but let's just say if he was out, or if he was, let's say even out half the series, right? If they were to get potentially the Sixers, the Magic might be different, but the Magic even, let's just say, does Fonz come back randomly? I don't know, but I don't think the Magic would beat the Pistons. But the Sixers and the Hornets,
Yeah, they're out for the
definitely
first
beat the
round.
Pistons.
They'll be out
Hornets,
first round.
I genuinely believe. I think the Hornets could possibly be a problem. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but
Yeah.
as it currently stands right now, they have the highest point differential in NBA history. I don't know what that's all about, but
yeah.
they do.
Yeah,
Like, and I feel that
it's crazy.
we need to take these things into account.
That was during their win streak.
And the thing is too, but like
But that's bad.
during the Hornets win streak too, like they were laying belt to anybody, bro. Like
Everyone.
everybody, they were literally laying belt to anybody, bro. So I think that if they can get out of
They
the
just beat the
play-in,
Knicks again today.
yeah, if they can get out of the play-in, I'm not gonna lie, I think they can. I don't want to say like a dark
Oh,
horse for like the
shit.
finals, definitely not, but
Yeah.
like they can definitely make it to like the
Bro,
second round.
They're
think my dark horse-
they're one game out of 6th place.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think I have my dark horse actually.
I think my dark horse would be
1.5.
the Sixers. I don't really think I don't think Charlotte, like if you really watching basketball, it's just Charlotte at this point not really a dark horse. They've been hot. They've been the Sixers.
Nah, I think
the
they
Sixers
still-
get healthy. I mean, they kind of are healthy though. And Embiid was saying in the I think in the post game, he was saying his knees aren't even generally his last injury with the oblique, it was dead ass the oblique. Like the knees aren't giving him problems right now. And he had the same doctor. No, he said that's what he said. And it's like when he plays, he looks as dominant as MVP him. So it's like
shit.
Maxi's an all NBA player. You have him, you have Paul George, you have Grimes, you got VJ. Like they actually, I'm not even like they have a crazy team.
I don't know why they gave Jared McCain to the
Yeah, I don't know why, but
Oklahoma
just
City
to go off
Thunder for
just-
no.
For you to say Grimes
fucking
before
reason,
VJ though, it's kind of.
I was listening to
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying still.
Wait,
I know you're
VJ's
just listening
tough.
names, but
You're crazy.
Okay, no,
I'm
but
saying
okay,
for
he
him to say
wasn't.
Grimes before VJ.
He wasn't
kinda-
doing it in like an order.
I know he wasn't doing. I'm
Just-
just throwing some stuff out there.
But anyways, the East is tough. Honestly, I think the Cavs are the Cavs have I think the best offense since Harden has come over there, and
Most
they haven't
likely.
really been healthy for real because I think Adam's been in and out
He's
the
still out, I
lineup.
believe.
Yeah, like the Cavs are dangerous. The Knicks. If I'm being honest, I gotta go with Noah. Boston is like if I had to say like who do I think right now is the toughest team in the East? I think it's Boston. I think it's Boston. Like Boston, like
They're
for them
very-
to look like this is
They're
like,
very well.
it's actually heartbreaking because honestly, going into this year, all Knicks fans, all Poly
We were
Pistons
all
fans,
excited.
all
Everyone. The
Cavs
whole,
fans,
the whole
any other,
East, the whole East
is looking
knew.
at this year like this is the year.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Knicks and Cavs.
Knicks and Cavs, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, Knicks guys and then
they
Knicks,
look
and then, yeah.
the Celtics and then Tatum comes back. Nobody's expecting him to look like this. So it's like he hasn't been great, but he's been very good.
Yeah. And
You know?
he's gonna improve.
He's gonna improve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it's like
Yeah.
So I know what you're saying.
and they
If you
have the
would've put
DNA
your-
already too. This is not a
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
new
they
team.
already have a
It's
chip.
like
Yeah.
they already kind of have that deep playoff run mentality and
Once Vucevic comes back,
I
Kate
think
has
he's
been
done though.
He's done?
this season.
no,
Is
it's
that
not.
for the
He's not.
season?
Nah, he's
And I
supposed to
think
come
he's
back
supposed
like
to come
beginning of April. I'm pretty sure.
Really? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The way that they got Kata playing right now,
Yeah, Kata.
Yeah,
that has
no,
been-
no,
yo,
Kata
Kata's been
earned his stripes
balling.
on that team. He definitely
yeah, Kata's been balling.
he's a dog. But
Should
Future
Joe,
Laker.
should Joe be up there for Coach of the Year?
I think he should win.
he's gonna probably win it.
Joe Mazzulla?
I think
He's
he's
gonna win it probably.
Yeah. I
Who
think
would you
so.
say your top
I think
five
so
are
for
right
sure.
now for Coach of the Year? If you were to say
Five's a lot, but
either 4,
I
3.
guess the Detroit.
Charlotte.
Was it Bickership?
Charles Lee, right?
I still would have
yeah.
put. I still would have put Charlotte.
What?
Up there.
What
Charlotte's
coach?
He
coach.
says Charlotte.
I'm not sure.
I would say it's probably Charlotte coach.
I understand this. Like, I understand this.
Yeah,
streak,
Charles
but I
Lee.
still would have.
I think JJ Redick's up there.
I think JJ's up there too.
I don't think Jade is above.
I wouldn't say he's above Mazzulla, but I think he's in the conversation.
Detroit or Mazzulla.
I don't think he's in the conversation though.
I think he's at least top
Like
5.
in terms of like there's a difference. You finishing fourth place, like fourth place is not necessarily always in the conversation. Like you finish high, but you're not necessarily like you're not competing for the award. You know?
I see what you mean.
I don't think anybody would argue Jay Javedic is the coach of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, word.
But I think people might have him third. People might have him fourth, fifth, sixth.
Yeah, I'm saying
But-
he's at least top 4. I'm saying.
But I'm saying he's not in the conversation of coach of the year. He's not.
I think it's-
Who's arguing that Jay Javedic is the coach of the year?
I might.
There be some
but
arguments.
I'm
man.
not going to.
There's some media platforms out there that put him there.
People like you.
Huh?
So, the Charlotte coach Charles Lee, I think, is definitely up there. I
I don't
think.
think Charlotte Coach is up there.
What? Okay.
Nobody had any expectations on Charlotte this
Mind
season.
you, the run that they've went on, it's okay. I think Charles Lee's up there. I think obviously Mazzulla should be the favorite.
Yeah.
Honestly, hear me out. I think Ty Lue should be up there. That turnaround's crazy.
I don't hate it.
I
I don't totally hate
If you
it.
look at the totality of the season,
word.
like what he has done with that team for them to go on that run, for them to even, bro, they were sniffing lottery talks.
No, but I hear
But
what
then
you're
shouldn't
saying.
you also be blamed
their
for the first part of the season?
like you have to. They were what 5-21.
But
You
you
have
got
to-
to make moves though.
You got to blame that for the first part of the season.
they were
too.
hooping before they made the move.
before James Harden was.
Yeah,
I think,
they
moved. were
traded
at least on
Harden
a-
in the
yeah.
middle
they
of
were
their
on a
win streak.
decent run.
No. Yes, but what I'm saying is, a lot of people argue, right, that the Clippers maybe weren't the most well-constructed team in terms of age, in terms of this, in terms of that, right? I don't know if that was a reflection of what happened at the beginning of the season, but at the end of the day, 9 out of 10 teams that started the way that they started, I agree they shouldn't have started that bad, but at the same time, 9 out of 10 teams that started the way they started
They
would
stayed
have
that
ended
way.
up a lottery team.
Yeah, for sure.
Straight up.
For sure.
For them to end up like this, you gotta. That's respect. That's that's prime time coaching.
Congratulations, you should have done that to start the season off.
But the thing is, the award is over 82 games. The award is not about like there's
yeah, but it seems
That's a
like
25 game sample size.
Yeah, but it seems like you're
what's
trying
a
to
25 game
cancel.
sample. That's not
They're
25
losing.
games.
They're losing streak.
Like,
they
you're
were
trying
like
to
5. They were
cancel.
5-21. Bro.
So 25 games in a totality of 82 is not that high though.
huh?
If you'd rather look at 25 over look at
So you
overlooking at the
so you only want to look at 57 games.
I would look at 57 before I look at 25.
I'm just saying you only want to
That's
look
more
at
than
50.
double.
Okay.
I'm
That has
confused. How are you
almost
putting 25 under the microscope, but you ignore the 57?
More than a quarter of the season.
Yeah, that's 20.
you've been-
That's almost 21% of the season.
Yes, but in terms of coaching, right? Coach of the year. You had to get that team out of that situation. The mentality, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of players by that time, I'm sure a lot of them were like checked out. Yo, what the fuck? We probably just got to LA. All the drama with Chris Paul. We just got to LA with the we probably think still
Fuck the Clippers. Fuck the Clippers, though.
No, but that's my point.
I think that might be the number one thing.
But that's my point though, right? But that's my point though, right? It's kind of like a lot of all these
the
things.
Clippers,
I'm not
man.
giving them an excuse as to why they started bad, but that matters in terms of coach of the year. You
I
had
saw-
to lead them out of that.
I saw a
not
video of CP3.
He's not up there,
Apparently, he was talking to Ty Lue's wife and shit like that. I don't know how true that
I don't-
is.
I don't want to go
get
too
that.
far like
I know.
that.
I heard. I saw a video.
Don't keep scrolling too much on TikTok, bro.
No,
Keep scrolling
Twitter.
too much on
It was
TikTok.
Twitter.
Oh, Twitter X.
And
X,
you know,
X.
AI is very.
Persuasive.
But I think that was I think that was.
Yeah, but
I think that
okay.
was-
Back to top 5 coach of the year. I think Mazzulla's definitely in it. I think Charles Lee's definitely in it. I think honestly, I think
the
Dano
Detroit-
has to be in it.
I think the Detroit coach
Okay,
should be right behind Missoula. I think.
I agree. No, he should be up there.
Yeah, OKC's coach should be in it.
Oh yeah,
Detroit's
yeah, for
coach should be. Your bigger staff should be in it. So I think OKC, not in order. OKC, Detroit, Boston, Charlotte.
And I think the Spurs.
So why we're
coach.
not putting the Spurs?
not the
Oh,
Spurs.
yes, I did forget.
I think
Why
the Spurs
not?
coach for sure.
The Spurs.
No, that's yeah. Why not the Spurs? But you can put
Who?
you can.
They're ahead of
put-
schedule. I agree. Yeah,
Yeah, but you can put all
I
those
forgot
other
about
coaches
Vince
on
Johnson,
there.
bro. Yeah.
I'm putting the Spurs coach.
The
in that
Spurs
conversation.
have a crazy roster. And the Spurs, if you actually pay attention to the Spurs
a
last
young-
year when they were healthy were actually pretty good. They were just
still a young roster that he has.
they're not even that
moved
young.
stuff
They're really
around.
not that young. They're really not that young. They're not. They have De'Aaron
Spurs
Fox.
aren't.
They have Vassell. They have
Sounds like 20, bro.
No, he's not.
He's
How old is
bro.
Vassell?
Vassell's
He's
in his mid-20s. Keldon Johnson, mid-20s. De'Aaron Fox, established star in the league.
Yeah, I don't even think like on average. I still don't
The only young dudes they have is the Wemby, Castle,
Harper.
and Harper.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
the bulk
on
of
average,
their
bro.
team.
They're
No,
not,
it's not the bulk of it.
Bro,
Like,
they're
they're
not
the big names, but they're
younger
not.
than OKC. I'm not gonna lie. I still don't think they're younger than OKC on average. I'm not like we're being for real here, but
And when the Spurs were playing last year, whenever they were healthy,
25.
they were
Vassell's
nice.
25.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is not that shot. If you really pay attention to the trajectory of the team, this is really not that shocking.
But nobody
Nobody
had them as the second seed.
I don't.
Nobody
think,
did.
I don't
Nobody
think-
did.
I'll put Mitch Johnson up there. I might have a.
I don't think that.
I personally remember the Spurs. I knew that they were gonna be nice. I didn't think they're gonna be this nice.
I might have him as like 2 or 3, maybe.
Bro, their roster is crazy.
I agree with you.
I've been saying all year they arguably have the best roster in the NBA.
I think,
And I think I've been
so
saying
too.
it. Like, I need to see Pop out of there.
What?
I'm just saying, like, I've been saying I need to see Pop out of, like, I did not want Pop to be continuing to coach this team. I think I called it out
Had a
2-3 years
medical
ago.
problem.
He had a
I
stroke.
understand that. I'm just going off like
He had a stroke.
But like, what was? Here's my thing. Well, why did you have to say that? Like,
had a
what was the
stroke.
point of you saying that?
because I thought he was holding the team back a little
He had
bit.
a stroke.
Crazy?
I'm not talking
Bro,
about
when
we're talking about the basketball
Pop
part of
was
things. We're
coaching
not
the
talking about
team,
the
they were
health.
still actively losing, trying to lose for draft picks.
That's what like
That's
I
not
think
holding
it
the
was-
team back.
They
There's
were
a difference
tanking.
between
That's not coaching
That's
problem.
holding.
That's
They
an
were tanking and
organization
he had
I
a
don't know.
stroke.
in one mindset of
I still
losing.
think that he wasn't like I
that
don't
was
think he
such
was
an unnecessary comment.
how.
Steve, they were tanking and he had a stroke.
I'm not talking about the stroke.
No,
part
the
of it.
stroke, man.
I'm just talking about the basketball part of it.
Okay. Whatever about the stroke, obviously unfortunate.
Yeah.
But like, that's not Pop's fault. That the organization direction was to keep losing so they could get top draft picks. That's not, bro. The GM says, "Yo, Pop, have Wemby, you know,
Pop was president of-
bust his skills,
president,
run
no?
some plays, blah blah blah. Just make sure you lose the game at the end,
Right.
and make sure Wemby don't get hurt."
Like, let's be for real. Like, they had a 20-year period in which they were a playoff team basically every year.
Every year, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like if there's anybody that's entitled to a 3-year little period as
It's
to when
him,
you're
bro.
gonna because there's a difference. Like, when he came on, you have David Robinson who was passing the torch to Tim Duncan. When you have a 20-year period, though, it's like it's a new era. It's a new regime, right? It's
And
a
he
new
still
era.
adapted.
So it's kind of like you gotta like.
Nah, you can't be disrespecting Pop like that.
That's-
That's
it was
fucked
just-
up, bro.
He won with like essentially 3 different iterations of that team.
Yeah. Like, it's ridiculous. If you'd have said, but like, that was just my thing is like, say what you want. If you want to argue, I'm not opposed to having Mitch in the top 5, but to bring that up for no reason made no sense.
I'm
It
just
made no
saying that.
sense. It was just
thought-
unnecessary. Mind you, considering what we know about Pop's situation, any person would have
I'm
known.
not talking about this. I'm just saying that I just thought that him coaching that wasn't gonna be a good vibe.
What did you see that he was holding them back? As a basketball analyst, Steve Cadet, what did you see that you said that he was holding? No, because you said he was holding them back. What did he do to hold them back?
Wemby wasn't playing. Like, was it his rookie season?
Wemby's rookie season, okay.
Yeah.
Where he won Rookie of the Year and made defensive first team.
I still thought that he was holding the team back. But okay, I guess that's my fault.
Can you say how?
They didn't even have a fucking team at this point, bro.
My thing is,
They was running. My
my biggest
Sohan as no.
my biggest thing is how.
guard.
My biggest thing
They
is
had-
how.
They had some talent. I apologize then. Let's continue then, I guess.
Okay, I think the 5 is San Antonio, Boston, Detroit. San Antonio, Boston, Detroit, Charlotte, OKC.
Okay.
That would be the 5.
I still don't see how Charlotte makes it, but okay.
Okay.
Fair.
But I think Charlotte makes it.
I mean, Charlotte has like one of
Charlotte, and you got to consider for Charlotte, there's a difference. Like, you're not just changing a team from a bad. Like, you're changing a team that's been systematically
bumps.
bad.
Bottom of the
like,
dumps,
it's not just like you're changing the franchise. You're not really just changing. You know, like some teams like the Raptors, who are like maybe one year they're a really good playoff team, the next year they might be bad. Charlotte's been relatively bad for. A good chunk of their existence, they've literally been trash.
they've literally been the butt of like every joke of the
But
league.
these not some of
Is
the
this their
same
best
players
stretch
that
ever?
he's had still for the past
What?
2-3 years. Besides
I
Khan,
don't. He has not.
Khan
been
is
there.
a big addition, bro.
I'm gonna say besides Khan though, he's had LaMelo, He's had Miles.
LaMelo's barely
He has
had.
Brandon Miller.
LaMelo was getting hurt. Brandon
He's
Miller
had-
was getting
yeah.
hurt. They were getting
hurt.
a lot.
Miles Bridges smacking his bitches and shit like that.
All right.
We gotta cut that. I apologize.
Charlotte. So he went to Charlotte in 2024, right? So let's see Charlotte's, like, for example, Charlotte's roster even now, right? Like we were talking a little bit about the veterans, right? Whether you like it or not, like a Miles Bridges, a Pat Connaughton, that's a veteran in the NBA now. You remember Pat Connaughton?
I don't know.
Yeah. Grant Williams, Xavier Tillman, right? Kobe White has some experience. I'm not saying these are championship, but these are guys that help you get from being the laughing stock of the league to at least being a playoff team, to at least being, now you can really ride off those stars because they have star level players.
I said once LaMelo started taking basketball serious, the team was going to be good.
He kept getting hurt, bro. That's not
I said basketball
He
serious.
kept getting hurt. That's not fair.
He took basketball serious. Look how good the team is doing now.
All right. And arguably he's not even the number one. So he's talking about
this has been his
back.
healthiest season.
Brandon Miller's arguably been the number one.
Because LaMelo giving it to him.
All right.
LaMelo keeps getting hurt.
All right. But look, in the East though, I'm not gonna lie. Boston. I would say, do we agree that Boston's the favorite right now?
Yeah.
Boston's a team.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna put your hard-earned money on someone, it should be Boston.
Boston. Yeah, I would agree with that. If you're gonna put money on somebody, it would be Boston. Second, I would say the Knicks. Third,
I would say the Knicks. Yes, I
Third, I
don't
would go
know
Cavs.
if
I think Knicks and Cavs, you can put them next to each other.
Knicks are higher.
I think it depends on how. I would say Cade and how he feels coming back. If
I
he's
don't know.
I think it's
30.
I still have him as like a cool four.
But yeah. I would
With
say,
or without Cade, I wasn't thinking they would have won
yeah.
or two.
I still think the Knicks are gonna beat them if they.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Playoff
Like these
defense,
guys, they like. I've seen a lot of media like, okay, they're the 1 seed, cool. These motherfuckers, they've won 2 playoff games, bro. And
But
none
they're
of them
young
in their
though.
crib.
They're also young.
Yeah, word. They need their.
They got like
They need their
every
scars.
team has
Yeah.
nothing until you have something.
Word.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You gotta start at
They
some
still
point.
need-
Like,
I still think, I'm not gonna lie. I think Detroit should go for Austin Reeves this summer, bro.
huh?
no, he's gonna stay. I think, but I think
Oh yeah, but
no.
Wait,
I think
you said
Detroit
should go
needs.
after Austin Reeves.
hell yeah,
Do they have money for that?
So the Lakers can get who?
they should have them. Well, I'm just saying, I'm not actually
Yeah.
thinking real deep into it, but
Nah, they need
I
more
think
of a,
Detroit definitely has the money for it. They still don't even have a max guy.
You know who would be nice, but he's not gonna leave for them. But like a Brandon Miller would be dumb nice for them.
Oh, no,
Like a
Brandon
shooter,
Miller?
like who get his own bucket.
Yeah.
Like he would be about like Book would be nice, but
Booker.
Yeah.
Booker will be.
Yeah.
Booker
That would be
Detroit.
crazy.
and he's from Michigan too.
That
But
would be crazy.
Lastly, now speaking of Book, we got to go to the West. Who
It's
the West is?
It's up there. Like it's
It's
whoever.
It's OKC, Spurs, everyone else.
I still don't think so.
So here's the
I
problem
don't
with the
think so.
Spurs, right? So the thing with the Spurs is that like what Nichols was saying earlier, where it's just like everybody has nobody has anything until they eventually get something. I just think this is unfortunately backed by just like history, where it's just like I just don't think in this iteration of the Spurs in their first playoff, I just don't see it happening with them just like going all the way to the championship. We have to be honest with ourselves here. Like, yes, they're
Not
great,
all the way.
they're fantastic, but they could be an anomaly in all this. I'm not gonna lie, but
In the playoff series, let's just say Denver versus the Spurs. You're gonna take the Spurs over Denver?
yes.
like I wouldn't. I don't even know if I would bet on that. To be honest with you, I would just watch it.
Yeah, I'm not putting my hard-earned money on that, but I think that goes 7 games, bro.
So let's say it goes 7 games. You're not putting your money on Jokic to win a 7.
I've
game.
seen Jokic
I think
literally.
Wemby has more of a team to rely on.
I've
though.
seen Jokic choke 2
Jokic
game
has lost.
7s
Jokic
in a
lost
row.
game 7s.
Bro,
and came to Denver and beat that ass. Just like when he
They-
walked
they were
to
down
LA.
20.
Just
They were
like
down
when he walked
20.
through the streets of LA.
What?
You heard what I said. Just like when he walked through the streets of LA.
just like
We didn't have a fucking center.
just like Luka walked through him too to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, did we
to
forget
make it to
about
finals.
what we
Years
did
ago.
in Minnesota?
2 years ago.
All right, but last year
You're the one bringing up the past. You're the one bringing up the
But
past.
if you want to talk about...
I didn't have a roster. I didn't have a center.
Logically, you talk about the most recent thing that happened.
Wait, you
And they
said
faced each other back-to-back years.
We'll
So-
see you this year. Are we going to see you this year? Are you going to make it out your first round? I think you play Denver again.
Hopefully they make it. Like hopefully, I think
Because when the Lakers play the Rockets,
Nothing
It's
like that.
5 games.
But I think Timberwolves
Lakers in
The
5.
Rockets are getting clapped by
Bro, the
anybody.
Rockets are getting.
The Rockets are getting clapped. Yo,
Like,
there was a video of Sengun trying to close somebody out. The dude looked like he was doing some like ballet shit. And the nigga, he can't run.
Listen,
He
bro,
can't
the
run.
Rockets are on a series basketball team. Man.
Nah, bro, he
They're
really
not-
can't run.
Nah, it's
They're not
it's
serious.
not that they're not a serious
No, they're not a serious basketball team.
It's-
They're not. No, they're
It's
not.
a certain person.
I
They're
mean,
not a serious basketball
when
team.
you're-
brought their level down.
when you're a 37-year-old man
Ime's a little
talking
questionable
shit
now.
about your
No, because, bro,
rookies,
I'm starting to change my mind on Ime. I'm not. Yeah, that's another thing. We gotta say. Yeah.
Ime was trying to talk about.
Yeah.
Ime was trying to talk about how we're not a developing team, like in relation to like the development of like Reed Shepard and whatnot. Like,
that's your fault.
yeah, that's a skill.
Play him. He's a
Yes.
rookie. Let him get his
My
fucking
thing
reps.
with Ime's an interesting situation because now I kind of wonder like, was his success in Boston? Like, I honestly feel like Boston one of those situations that's like a systematic. Like, I think honestly you could plug most guys in and they
because they just have like
Understand that,
they
but-
just draft good talent. They have Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum.
They have
Those are
Brad
two-
Stevens at the GM. You know what I'm saying? They know the team's always well constructed.
Yeah.
Mind you, either way, how the team is constructed, these dudes have been together almost a decade now. Brown and Tatum have been together almost a decade now. So they already have the core always.
Wait, Ime had the Rockets the top 2 team last year.
2?
They finished second.
Did they? Yeah, they did.
They finished second
Yeah, they
in the
did.
West.
And
last
what they
year.
do?
I'm just
And
like
then they lost.
obviously they lost to what was it?
The Warriors.
Warriors? Yeah, they lost to the Warriors in the playoffs. But let's
They
not
were a
act
young
like-
team. They fresh. They care about the regular season.
Mind you, this was a team that had what? Şengün, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks.
I mean, I think that's
I'm just saying, like
that
like
second
but
name
also
is the
the
reason
West
they
is
lost.
coach-
The West,
last
but the
year?
West was also going through a lot of things last year. Half the teams that you're saying that they had Green and all them. If I'm being honest, not trying to make excuses, I'm just being totally honest with you. I don't think the Timberwolves take the regular season serious. The Lakers went through a midseason trade. The Spurs last year, Wemby was injured a lot.
Yeah, he didn't play like
but
the
they
last
still
like
finished
30
as
games.
they still finished the top
Yes,
2
but then
seed.
you went to the playoffs and lost in the first round. So what does that matter?
Okay,
You
but then
think
that just
so?
showed-
You
but
think the
then-
Rockets team
That
last
shows
year?
you what? What does that show you? What does that show you exactly?
What they destroyed that? Like what? You lost Dylan Brooks and you lost Jalen Green still.
You got
Just
Kevin
replace-
Durant in return.
You like
Just
what?
just KD by himself though, with no point guard now. Obviously,
Well,
no
they
point guard.
didn't account. You can't account for your point guard tearing his ACL a month before training camp. You can't account for that.
Yeah.
That's what's really fucking them up. If we really want to keep it a buck, it's that they literally don't have a point guard, which is
you
why
had to trade them.
I don't
You had-
understand why they didn't trade.
You still had stuff to trade for.
Yeah.
It's not that set. You can't break up the core again. You can't keep
They didn't have
breaking
to
up
break
the
up a
core.
core.
No, I'm
I'm
saying
saying,
to
like-
get a point guard. I'm saying right to get a legit point guard. Who
I don't
you would
even
actually,
think they needed a.
They do need a legit.
I don't think they needed like a
they
crazy.
Do. I'm not saying they need Steph Curry. They need a point guard though.
Nah, word.
Like Van Vliet is potentially all-star level point guard, right?
I think they should have went for Kobe White for sure.
Is that what they need though?
I think so. Yeah, they need another creator besides KD.
I think they need more of a guy that's gonna set the offense more. Like I think Kobe White's more like a microwave scorer first. I think Van Vliet's a bucket, but Van Vliet is a point guard. Like
Yeah, not word.
so.
They need Van
My
Vliet
thing
for
with
sure.
that, KD. Like, if I'm being honest, if I was him, I don't know why they stopped. Maybe they saw stuff. I'm not a basketball expert or whatever. I didn't play in the NBA, but I feel like they should have kept trying the Amen thing.
It wasn't working.
It has to be. I think it had to be either Amen or him. I mean, Amen or Reed.
It wasn't going to work.
What,
I think Reed should have gotten way more burn earlier in
More
the season.
burn early in the season, yes, but Amen don't have the basketball IQ.
I think, but you have
be
to
a point guard.
He's like a year 3-4 player though.
Yeah,
at the
but
same time,
he
The
doesn't
problem
have
with
it.
Amen is that you can't
tried it,
really
it
be a
didn't
starting
work.
point guard who can't shoot.
shoot even.
you know,
Yes. Tell me one starting point guard that can't shoot right now.
John Morant.
And look where John Moran is now.
That's not because of his shooting.
Huh?
That's not because of his shooting.
Bro, he's like the most inefficient superstar like ever.
John Morant's situation of why he is the way he is in the NBA is not because of his shooting. It's because of
Injuries.
Okay,
Personal-
yeah, injuries, yes.
Injuries, but also
But he hasn't improved his shooting
he can't get to the
since
paint.
like
he
last
can't-
4 years.
Like he can't attack the paint as he once used to.
Yeah, like the
Because the injuries are part of it now. But then now it's like, I said, what do you have besides the
How do you feel about John Moran?
Well, my thing with Ja is just like, yeah,
Cade?
like the athletic. What?
Kade's not a great shooter.
Kate is also pretty inefficient. I'm not gonna lie, but the
Yeah,
problem with
but
someone
he
like
can do
Ja,
everything else.
Who's the Hawks point guard?
Jalen.
Depending, no, he's not a point guard.
No,
You brings the ball up.
No, it's not. No.
or Dyson Daniels.
Dyson Daniels historically, like, he like hilariously can't shoot.
But he's not really their
well,
point
but
guard,
like
though.
it's the Hawks. You know what I'm saying? We're
No,
not
I think it's
really-
either him or
Suggs.
That's the problem with the Magic.
they can't shoot. Yeah.
These are the problems with these teams.
Yeah, no, just to kind of just like backpedal back to just like Ja real quick. The thing is just like his athleticism like really regressed. So, and as his athleticism was regressing, he never bothered to like try to work on his jump shot. So it's just like when the athleticism and just how he's driving is like kind of like his calling card, and that's kind of like regressing. Like, what else are you going to rely upon? You know, saying like in your like offensive bag. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Okay, so
and once again, Cade can't shoot, but Cade is able
He
to
can
do like
create
a lot of,
better than
he's
Ja.
better than Don like every way,
And
Damn
he's
every
bigger
way,
than most. He's
Yeah,
big
he
enough
is.
to go to the rim. He's not a
But
short guard.
My point is, as a coach, I just feel like sometimes you got to put your players through the wildfire to get them better.
Word,
This-
yeah.
That's why I feel like a man has like. I'm not saying a man's the best passing wing in the league,
Mhm.
but for how young he is and how raw his ability is, or Reed. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying eat. I'm just saying one
Yeah.
of them. Like stick
Yeah.
with it. Like
Yeah,
I feel
stick
like
with- yeah.
My thing is with him. He'll do it for a certain amount of games, then pull it. But you gotta stick with it.
Yeah,
Like,
just
sometimes,
'cause he
like,
has a bad game,
Yeah,
you can't
like
just-
he might have a bad stretch. Yes,
Let
but
him
you
work
gotta
through
stick
it,
with
bro.
it. Like that's my thing. Like you're not allowing the players to grow enough. A man like the numbers that. Let's just say if Jalen Johnson is putting up, you're telling me a man can't. Obviously, he's not going to put up those numbers playing with KD and Sengun. I'm just saying the type of player he is. You don't think a man could?
might not be that kind of passer though.
You need to let the player grow. He doesn't let the player grow.
Yeah, you
now
gotta-
all of a
you
sudden
gotta
KD's
throw
the
him in
ball
the fire.
handler.
You gotta
Niggas
throw
throw
him in the
KD a double team. He turns the ball over. Right, and it's not even it's really like people like make jokes about it, but it's actually true.
No,
like
it's bad.
they throw the double team.
is.
He doesn't know what to do. So it's like I'm just saying you gotta give somebody the trust. And my thing with Houston, they're horrible. Like they're honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they got swept by a team.
I think they'll get one game. You gotta
They're
give
not a
KD.
team.
one.
They're not a
You think,
team.
you gotta give KD
Depending on
one
who they
game.
face, though. Depending on who they face.
You gotta give KD at least one game in the series.
Why? And
He's
swept him.
Kevin
Wait,
Durant.
And swept him.
That's what I
Phoenix.
thought when
That
they
was
played
bad.
the
That was
Suns.
bad.
You just
when-
said you got to give KD a thing.
I
You don't have to give him a
apologize,
game, bro.
What are you talking about?
He's got how many times he got
And beat that
swept?
ass.
He got swept by the Celtics.
Alright,
too.
so then to close
Listen,
things,
he got
To
his
close
ass-
things. To
he
close
got his ass
things.
beat a lot, man.
Who are our West contenders, or who's the favorites to come out the West?
So I'll say one, OKC. You gotta respect the champs, and they're getting healthy towards the end, which is perfect for them. Their timeline. I go Spurs because of Wemby. Experience, yes, very true. The only person who has playoff experience on that team is basically Harrison Barnes, but he's not going to be getting like that much playing time. And De'Aaron Fox, and he's only played 7 games. Everybody else has not really played.
But they got to do like Cornette.
Yeah.
Biyombo.
But their main guys.
You don't need the main guys to all be that. I don't think that, in my opinion. You need them in the team.
But yeah, okay, but my original point is I just still think that Wemby's just defense, I don't know how that doesn't translate in the playoffs. Offensively is another thing, you know what I'm saying? They're probably gonna let Wemby shoot. They're just gonna like pack the paint. You feel me? You gotta trust his jumper. Nobody can block it anyway, so you gotta, you know what I'm saying? But
Shea blocked him.
fouled him. But
Wemby's defense, I think it will translate, and I think the only team that actually could beat them is probably, my other contenders would be the Lakers, the Nuggets,
You named it.
and that's
so
it.
you're naming everyone. You're naming everyone. I think the top
I have
two.
four. I have four,
Top two, I think for me, will
but
be,
I think OKC and Spurs are like there's a gap.
I think it's Spurs and Lakers.
Spurs and Lakers. You just say OKC.
Spurs
I need a
and
drink.
Lakers.
Spurs and Lakers.
Spurs and Lakers.
Spurs and the Lakers.
Spurs and
The
Lakers.
Spurs.
Why? No.
Nah, he did
Hold
ask for
on. Why?
Because I think OKC has hit that. They're burning out. And
No. Let him talk. He's gonna get. No. You guys laughing is gonna get him distracted from.
we've already seen what the Spurs beat them, 3 out of 4 games. in the regular season. Right, we're seeing we're seeing certain teams figure things out about them, in which we're like, if you're able to find a way to, in a way, stop Shea in a way, I don't trust the others really like that to put up shots, to make plays.
We can't disclose that information.
I just don't see them. I don't see them making.
It make no sense. OKC. For you to say
Spurs and Lakers.
what's
For
the
you to not say-
my thing is, if you want to say the Lakers, sure. What's the argument to say the Lakers are above OKC?
Because there's like no.
Just because you like them better?
They got Luka and LeBron.
Who does OKC have?
Not anyone named Luka and LeBron.
Okay, wait. Okay, Lakers have Luka and LeBron. OKC is Shea. And then
J-Dub.
Okay. Well,
Chet,
Lakers have AR too.
Einstein.
AR. Hold on. OKC have quite literally the best bench I think I've ever seen nigga. And Lakers have literally the worst bench. Lakers quite literally have the worst bench in the league.
When you have LeBron, AR, and
you need depth in this
Luka
league.
that can give you 91.
That happened last year. They lost in 5.
They give you 91.
Yeah, that happened last year.
Why do you keep bringing that up?
Because this is what happened.
He just keeps bringing, but
okay, so I'm gonna list mine. I'm gonna list mine.
It was a Sydney.
Yeah.
He's so fat today.
You see what?
He's not fat today.
Okay, Noah, give yours. Noah,
He's not.
He is slim. Luka.
He took offense
That's
to that.
propaganda. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is the media.
Noah, what's your favorites to come out the West?
Yeah, OKC, of course, gotta support my team first and foremost. I'll probably say OKC, the Spurs, and fake. I think that just might be it for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not like the Lakers are cool, but like, to what our guy was saying, like, there just simply needs to be more. And like, bro, like, they just do not have the personnel like around them. You know what I mean? Like yes, Braun is really working into his third option role, which is great, but like, I don't know if that's good. I don't know if like the personnel is going to be able to like, you know, like,
don't forget playoff Braun. But go ahead.
I remember playoff Braun last year.
What happened last year?
Anthony Edwards stormed the streets of Los Angeles like in the
JJ Redick, my rookie head coach.
All right.
We had fat Luka.
Okay, lastly,
then he stopped playing a center.
This is mine.
And played starters for I think it was 24 minutes straight. Just no
I think
breaks.
Mine are. I gotta go OKC. I have 4. I have OKC, San Antonio, Denver, and Minnesota.
That's in that order?
You're going to put the Lakers on that.
I would put Minnesota above. As of today, I would put Minnesota above Denver. So Denver be the 4th.
Minnesota's nowhere. Like, you can't trust Julius Randle. Nas Reed's going to put up some shots.
Anthony Edwards steps up in the playoffs every year, and he's getting better and better. Okay. If I'm being totally honest with you. And this is my thing with the Anthony Edwards situation, right? With Minnesota, to close it out. Look at the other regular seasons too, right? When they're going on these deep runs, nobody's expecting it, right? Mm-hmm. Like and I think more than ever, he has an actual team with him this year that actually like AO's actually nice.
Julius Randle.
Why you keep talking about Julius Randle?
He's clearly your second option.
But you have a team. If Julius Randle doesn't play well, you could put Nas Reed. Nas Reed any day of the week could be a starting power forward in the league. He's a 6 Man of the Year winner, potentially a 2-time winner.
Potentially a future Laker.
Okay. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they have so many options of the ways they could play. If Julius is not going well, Nas Reed. If Nas Reed not going well, Julius. Rudy Gobert. If Rudy Gobert's not playing well, you could go double Nas and Julius. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always some sort of combination.
Yeah, it doesn't move me, brother. But keep going.
It did a movie last year, and I got videos of you crying on my couch last year.
That's cap.
But
that's propaganda. That's AI.
But not to my point. That's I just feel like they're one of those teams that's just a playoff team. If I'm being totally honest with you, but that would be my team, my list. OKC, San Antonio, Denver. OKC, San Antonio, Minnesota, Denver. They're nice, and I respect Jokic, and I feel like they're nice. They're nice.
That's crazy.
Denver have like the best offense in the league.
He's being a 5th seed and a 6th seed over the Lakers, though.
Okay,
I wouldn't. Teams that the Lakers have beaten too. They know how to beat
It's
now.
regular season.
No, but like they know how to beat those teams now. They like
because they beating them, they've taken a step. But when they beat them, Lakers are figuring it out. All right, we're gonna close it out with that, guys. As always, it's been great. Your guy and Noah, thank you guys for coming. We'll see you guys soon.
Invite.
It's gonna be this end of the season.